Hi everyone, Mariana with Three Peaks Classroom. For those of you who don't know me, I am a grade 3 teacher in Alberta, and I started this YouTube channel so that I could provide some Canadian content, Canadian perspective for you educators out there. So let's talk about year plans today. I have 3 tips for you, plus a bonus, on how to create such an awesome year plan that your principal is going to love you. Now, this is going to be a 2-part series. Like I said, today we're going to talk about year plans and how to make them efficient and organized. But in the second part of my video, we're going to dive deep into the year plan that I created, which you can purchase on TPT if you want, but we're going to dive in deep into how I created my year plans, okay? So, those 3 tips. Now, the very first tip I'm going to give you is you absolutely need to know your program of studies, okay? Before you can get into any of the nitty-gritty of your year plan, you really have to have a foundational understanding of your program and studies. And the reason why I say that is because once you have a good understanding of your outcomes, then you'll know which items are going to take you a lot longer to cover and which items don't really need that much of your time. So for example, did you know that in the Alberta Grade 3 curriculum, there's no mention at all of currency? Money is not an outcome in grade 3. Now, it's in our math textbook, and it's in a lot of grade 3 worksheets that you'll notice floating around on the internet, but it's not in our program of studies. So I see a lot of teachers covering it, and I myself do teach it because I do think it's important to know, but it's not an outcome that needs to be assessed. So just keep that in the back of your mind when you are making your year plan. Okay, so another example of knowing your program of studies is in grade 3, we introduce students to cursive handwriting. And out of all of the English language arts program of studies outcomes, handwriting accounts for 1 outcome. Know your program of studies before you dive in and start planning your year plans. Okay, tip number 2 for rocking your year plans is taken directly from principals that I've spoken to, and their number 1 suggestion is make it pretty. So color coordinate it, have it nicely laid out and organized so that it's really, really easy to read. Do you have all of your subjects listed? Principals also want to know, what do your weekly lessons look like? Do you have it organized so that you know exactly what you're going to be teaching or covering during that week? Okay, they want to have it super, super nicely laid out and nicely organized. Okay, and my 3rd tip for rocking your year plans is, have you thought about technology and assessments and including those into your year plans? So technology, Google Classroom or Google Site possibly, Flipgrid, Screencastify. Have you thought about how to incorporate those kinds of things into your yearly plans or your lesson plans to show your principal that you are incorporating the technology right into your classroom, that you've already thought about that? And assessments. Have you thought about how are you going to assess these outcomes? Have you planned formative and summative assessments? Principals are looking for that. And if you have those things included on your year plans, you are going to rock your year plan. Okay, and my 4th tip for you, or my bonus tip that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is something that I have learned from personal experience when making my year plans, and that is, don't forget the little things. Don't forget to put the little things. Just because it is a year plan, it's really nice to know that I've thought about mentor texts. I've thought about phys ed loaner items when we get our year at a glance from the admin, and it says, oh, we're getting gymnastics equipment. Put that right into your year plan. That way you won't forget it. And it also shows your admin that you've been looking and you are aware of what's happening in the school. So don't forget those things. Math games. That was something huge for me. I always forgot at the end of the year to include this math game or that math game. And it was really frustrating because they're good games. So I want to make sure that I incorporate all those little details in my year plans so that I can make my year plan work as hard as possible for me so that I don't have to remember all those little details throughout the school year. So there they are, my 3 tips plus a bonus on how to rock your year plan so that your principals will love you. Now, part 2 of the video will be coming up next, and that is diving in deep into my own personal year plan that I have created. And that I use, and it's all, there we go, it's all color coordinated, looks nice. So if you want to dive in deep with me, you can check out the next episode. I would love to know, what do you do for your year plans that makes you super organized and super efficient? Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to know if there's something I can add to my own year plans to make it a little bit more efficient for me as well. Also, feel free to check out my TPT store, where I uploaded a free resource that you can download to help with your year plans, which includes all those tips that we just talked about. and it's free. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please give this video a like and subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.